Okay. Allie, what are you doing? Goodness, how many times do I have to clean my glasses? So for anyone who doesn't already know, I am Tanya with Crafting Cousins Creations. Have to wash my glasses because one of these little ornery poodles got their tongue all over my glasses. So yeah, I got tongue spots, which is not a fun thing to try and look through. So I was trying to go live right after, well, shortly after I posted. But it was giving me issues. It kept saying no internet connection. It wasn't even connected to Wi-Fi, so I'm not sure what the deal is. Let's hope whoops. Shortly after I posted. But it was, there we go. Wanted to make sure I had the sound off. Okay. What now? You guys are sitting awkward. Oh, hold on. I think I need to rearrange my dogs. Callie here was laying on the back of the chair behind me, and Bindi was standing over the top of her. Ornery little fart. Anyways. So, I am going to do a quick video about, well, not video, it's going to all be in one, but I'm going to do, show you how to make, a small bow in the larger bow dabber, if that's all you have. You're getting down. No, we're not doing this. I just cleaned my glasses. Pop your butt down. And then I do want to craft with I think it goes this way. This printable that I printed on tissue paper. So let me go ahead and get this out there really quick. No, I didn't put it on Telegram Live. So let me do that really quick here. Try to pull up the live. And then once a few more people hop on, I will tell you a few things that are happening this week. Okay. So I'm trying to remember which ones I made on the video last night. So the video last night, I didn't actually do the video live. I recorded it, and then for some reason the program that I use when I put it on Facebook, then it still acts like it's live for some odd reason. But Whatever. So this was one of them that I had made last night in that video. And then this was the other one. Hi, Deborah. But yeah, I made both of those in that video last night. After I got off the video, I made this one. Hi, Ty. We're still doing the live Thursday, right? Ty? I was going to ask you, and I forgot. Just wanted to double check. I can't talk tonight before I post it. Okay. I'm kind of dumb. In a way. So I'm doing a live earlier that day, but then I'll still do the one with you. I didn't even think that about it when I did it, when I said it, but it's okay. I can do two. They're far enough apart that won't be a problem. So I'm doing a live on Thursday with, I want to make sure I get the name right. I just did the flyer, so you'd think I'd have it in my mind, but, her name is Raven from Tier Tray DIY and more. We're going to do a live at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to do a fall craft. Hi, Sandra. And then we're going to do a live, and we're going to do a fall craft together. And then later at, what, 6:15, Ty? I think. I'll wait for her to say the time, but I'm going to do a live with Ty, my cousin, Thursday night, after she gets off work. So 6:15, Pacific Standard Time, and I'll make a post. I just wanted to check the time with her before I did the post, and I forgot to actually text her. And then Friday, I am doing a live with Cheryl from Cheryl's Farmhouse DIY, and that is at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that's on Friday. And we're also doing a fall craft. Hi, Sandra. Okay, so I showed you that one. And then I did that one later on, too. I think those were the only ones. I have this printable that I got from Etsy. That's really cute. I printed it on tissue paper. And so I'll put it on this board. Canvas. And then I have some, I don't know if I'll put it on this because it looks awful big for that, but we'll see. I have these two that I want to make a bow out of, whether it goes on this or not. I was gonna do just kind of a normal bow with the Bodabra. So let's do this part first. I want to set that next to the hot glue. Okay. So I am going to cut this off of the paper. I was gonna go live a little earlier, but my brother got home from town and then he brought food home, so. Okay. And if you don't know how to print on tissue paper, if you pull up my live from yesterday, yeah, I believe it was yesterday. I'm pretty sure it was yesterday. It would be the one where I did the sunflower and hat wreath thing, and I did it on one of these boards. I haven't thought through what color I'm doing this yet. But you know what? It has white flowers in it. So I don't really want to do a green. Tried that the other day. Printing on tissue paper works so well. I'm tickled pink. It does work really well, and it gives you the same look as napkins. And hey, if you wanted to do a family photo, you could print a family photo off on it and Mod Podge it onto any surface. So that's something to think of too. I think I'll either do. Hold on, I can put this behind it and see what it looks like. Yeah, it's gonna make my flowers look green, so I don't want to do that. Well, that doesn't look too bad. It'd be an off color. Then it wouldn't be white, but that's not a huge deal. It's kind of the same thing when you're using a napkin. You want to be careful what background color you use. So it's either going to be one of these two. I think I'll do ivory. Okay. Yeah, not quite white, but it's not enough to where it's going to change the color of the flowers much. Now in July, I'm not quite sure entirely how it's working. I'm not. I don't think we really, any of us, I don't think really know how entirely it's working. But we are going to do like a Christmas in July thing, and well, that's why they tore that way. Apparently, these napkins tear in fours. That's weird. I don't think I've seen them that do that before. I had a chunk on here, and now I don't know where it went. Anyways, we're doing a. Oh, there it is. We're doing a Christmas in July. Where we're going to. I know Sandra's doing it. I'm doing it. Cheryl's doing it, and I don't remember who else. And we were going to like get paired up, and then we're not gonna like do it like all in one day or anything, but we're gonna, not that I know of at least, unless that part's changed, but we're going to like send the other person that we're paired up with so many items that can be used for our Christmas craft, and then that person crafts with those items, and then you can use whatever other items that you want. And then last I knew, we were just doing it, there's like not a specific time frame to when you have to go live and do it, so it's just sometime in July. But I'm sure we'll know more closer. But we are going to do that. For the live with Cheryl and Raven, we're all going to do fall crafts. Yeah, I have no idea what me and Ty are making. Haven't thought that far. No clue yet. I didn't even realize we were this far at the end of the month. That went by fast. Not that I'm looking forward to winter, but I'll be glad when summer's over. I'm definitely not looking forward to next week. I don't think we're supposed to hit the hundreds that I know of, but unless it's changed, but we're supposed to have the 90s. So I will be staying in the house as much as possible. I can tell you that much. Okay. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, I guess just a spot that didn't get painted. It did go by fast. Like I said, I didn't realize when we picked Thursday to do the live with Raven, I didn't realize that it was the end of the month already. Until I went to make the flyer, it's like I didn't realize it was the end. And I went to write it on there, and I thought, oh no. That's the same day I was going live with Ty, but that works out fine because they're different times, so that will still work. Actually, there's the whole year that I passed so far. So I don't know if anyone's on YouTube or not. I don't have YouTube pulled up at the moment, but the live is being streamed on YouTube as well. I can do that. You may see my head. I'm gonna rearrange things on my desk. And I'm going to be using a different. I'm not going to be using my phone. Once the camera webcam gets here, I'll be using a webcam instead of my phone. So it'll probably sit a little different, anyways. Yeah, anytime the camera needs moved, just let me know and I can definitely move it. Sometimes I'm not paying attention to that part. Okay, so we have that painted with ivory. I think what color it is. So we're going to take Mod Podge. Looks like I forgot to close it, so let me get the dried off. There we go. I don't really like using just like going live directly through Facebook. Because so many things will interrupt it. My phone will have a notification that pops up just at random. And I have not found any way to shut it off where it just pops up in a box telling me the weather. Just at random. It's never the same time. It's always when I'm live, but it's never the same time every day. And when I was going live directly through Facebook, it would pause the video completely. Stop the video completely. And it's something that I wouldn't always notice right away. Even when I was with my cousin, with two of us there, we wouldn't always notice it right away. And so we'd be talking and crafting and thinking that, you know, the video was still playing normally or recording like normal, and it wasn't. And that was even with Do Not Disturb on. So I'm not sure why that still is allowed through with Do Not Disturb, but And then, like, the videos were freezing up more when I was going through Facebook directly, and so I started using this program, and it seems to work much better. Anything that, I mean, the weather thing still pops up, but it doesn't mess with the video. And like the last time when I went live with Cheryl, I got kicked out of the video like twice or 3 times. And when I'm watching other people's lives, I get kicked out for no particular reason. It just kicks me out. Whether I'm on my personal account or the crafting page, it still kicks me out. So when I'm through the program, which is StreamYard, it doesn't do that. So I have far fewer problems with it. Okay, so we're going to dry this. And I forgot to turn the iron on. Doesn't necessarily have to be completely dry, but I want most of it dry. So if you wanted like a different color underneath, or in some spots of it, you could do the same thing. You could paint this, white or an off-white, and then put your image down, and you can cut, like I'm going to cut some of this white off, or clear, whatever you want to call it. And I think the good scissors are in here because I was really tired last night, so I didn't do this, but I was going to make up a few papers with the tissue paper on it, so I had them ready, and I didn't do it. Since I was so tired. Okay, so I'm going to use these scissors, which are actually from my Cricut, but they're ones that are kind of easier to cut. Honestly, this was a last minute idea to cut some of this extra off. If I was smart, I would have done it while it was still taped on to the paper, because it makes it easier to hold on to. You can still do it. And then for anyone who's on the Telegram, I'll post the 2 flyers on Telegram, and then I haven't like made a flyer for when I go live with Ty, but I mean I could. Wouldn't be that hard to. But I'll put that on there too. Wanted to kind of let you guys know a few days ahead, and then that way you have kind of an idea. And then any of you who watch Sandra with Country Family Ruts, she's going to be live tomorrow. What's my paper? She said she was going to go live 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so 12 p.m. Pacific Standard. And I talked to Cheryl too, but from Country. Oh my gosh, I got that name on my mind at the moment. Cheryl from Cheryl's Farmhouse DIY. I talked to her too, but I can't remember when she said that. I don't think she had like an exact time she was gonna go live. Because I talked to her this morning. Because we were deciding on what kind of craft we wanted to do. She was trying to decide between either Christmas or fall, but since we are going to do Christmas coming up, then she's like, well, let's just do fall. So this part is kind of the longest part. Of course, the cutting things out part always is. If I would have thought of this before I went live, I would have done it then. So I'm not going to cut out in as much detail as I would do if I would have done it before. And this printable I got from Etsy. It came with maybe 10 other ladybug ones. And I'm not sure why, but when you look at them on, like after you download them, I don't even remember what they look like on the pictures, but when they're saved on your computer, some will look like the background is black, but you know, when you see a black background, the majority of the time it's going to be clear. But the others had like a light green. But then when I printed it out, it was also clear. So I'm not sure why some had like a light green. I mean, they had the black, but it still had the light green tint to it. So it's the first time I'd ever seen that before. It's the, they're changing things on me. Oh, she probably was. I wasn't ignoring, or I wasn't even paying attention, Ty. She probably was. Um, she does it so often that sometimes I block it out. I actually was not paying. If I'm doing something like this and she's doing something like that, I usually don't even hear her. It just gets blocked out entirely. I hear her over there making her noises, but they've been so ornery today that um I have just been trying to block out half of what they did. Bella was in here with me earlier too, because when I was going to originally come in here and go live, I had Callie and Bindi. Well, then Bella saw them all in here and wanted to come in, but then Bella never wants to stay, so then she was at the door wanting out. So I got up and I opened the door and let her out. Then she immediately started barking at Callie, like, a big sister bossing their little sister saying, "Come on, get out here. You're coming with me." And Callie she was determined she wasn't minding Bella. And so she just stayed in here. And so I just shut the door. And it's just like, oh my gosh, you guys. They seriously just act like little sisters arguing. Sometimes Bindi too. It gets really hilarious sometimes with Bindi because Bindi and Bella both like playing with balls. And they're both obsessed with toys. Callie will play with toys, but not a ball. But Callie just looks at them like they're idiots. Bindi will bring you a ball or a toy. You'll throw it. Bella will go after it. And sometimes Bindi will get it first. But Bella will go after it, and if Bella gets it before Bindi, then oh my goodness. Bindi will start squealing and crying and just carrying on. And Bella will just sit there with it on the floor in front of her. But Bindi's not going to try and take it from her. Because anytime she tries to, then Bella immediately acts like she's going to pick it up and growls at her. And so Bindi backs off. And it's just like, oh my gosh, you guys. Behave yourselves. Act like dogs and not like kids, for crying out loud. But they do act like kids more than they act like dogs. They are ornery as can be. Okay, so I almost cut this part out, and then I realized it's part of a flower, so I'm glad I didn't. So now I just need to decide how I want it on here. Or wait, no. Hold on. No, that's not a flower. Thought it was a flower. Hi, Raven. I thought it was a flower, but it's not. There we go. So I got this printable from Etsy. Like I was saying, it was one of probably 10. I think I'm gonna put it this way. So I just painted this background with ivory chalk paint. Had to think. I put my Mod Podge down and I just cut a little bit of the white around it. And then I'm going to iron this on. Put it through, yeah. How are you doing, Raven? I posted the flyers. And then when I get off here, I posted one of the flyers. The brighter one that had the green leaves on it. And then the other one I'm going to make into a reel or whatever. I don't remember if it was a reel or a story that I did last time. And I'm going to add music to that. And then I am going to make some bows when I'm done with this. Thank you for sprinkling. Either Callie just made a really bad and a weird noise, or Bella's outside the door crying. So I am going to put some Mod Podge over the top to seal it in. If you don't print this on tissue paper, I suggest if you do seal over the top, that either you do it with a little bit at a time, or you might let that dry and then go back over it later. Tissue paper can be very sensitive, kind of like napkins. So some of this must have not been completely dry. But a few wrinkles here and there is not a big deal. But I think I had too much on this spot too. You're almost better to just pounce it on, sort of. And you can always spray a spray sealer on. And you can also brush it on too, either way. But if you do it on regular paper, sometimes you will find it kind of bleeding the color out. That might be more delicate for it. But yeah, a lot of times it will bleed. Red is the worst color. I did some patriotic ones, and I did a couple patriotic ones as well, and they both, the red part smeared. The rest didn't, but the red did. So some places you would see a faint red color. Well, more like pink, actually. Don't normally use those pouncers to do that. I used it on the base, so I thought, well, I'll use it there, but I use them. Usually I end up using the black other sponges. But you can buy Mod Podge spray that's an aerosol can that's a sealer. You can buy other brands that are in the, they're down the section with the spray paint. And actually it's the same brand as one of the spray paints. I think it's the one that sprays on plastic good. But something like that can seal things very well on certain projects where you don't want to risk tearing it. Hi, Cheryl. I've never printed on rice paper. I've only printed on tissue paper. But there is another type of paper that's from, it's a Japanese brand, I think, that you can get on Amazon that is, I think, similar to rice paper. And you get more of it, I think, than rice paper. But I did see that on Amazon. Hey, Cheryl, you might look through some of the printables for the cows. You might find some in there that kind of look a little fall colored. Like, I don't know, the ones with the sunflowers might not be too bad for like fall too. If you wanted a cow. Okay, so if you tip this up like that, which is why I keep doing it, you can tell where you've applied, even when it's dry, you can tell where you've applied the Mod Podge and where you haven't. Okay. I thought I made a mess. I did, but not much. Okay, now we can get rid of that. We'll dry it. If any of it kind of starts sticking up a little after you've dried it, while it's still warm, but move this out of the way, you can rub it down with your hands. And then we end up with that. Now, see, that's why I didn't want to do cashew behind it, because if you saw my craft from yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, with the sunflowers, either yesterday or the day before, it I did cashew in the back, and you could see a little difference from where the color of the white and that. So it did kind of shine or show through, and so it does make a difference what color you pick on the back. Now this doesn't look bad having the white background, but if you wanted to do something else and add to it, you could. I hadn't thought that far. Don't think I want a rope around it. What else do I have? It is adorable. So video, but the question is, where is it? Aqua? What is that? How did it get red sewed into the back of the leaves? Just in that one spot. Oops. Right there. That's actually sewed into the back of this leaf ribbon. But only in that one spot, nowhere else. That is so weird. I don't know. And it's on the front. I thought it was the back, but that's actually the front. Well, it's getting cut out. And it's not like that was the end of it either, or the beginning of it. It was like the middle of it. Because I've used this before, so I don't know why it's there, but whatever. It's one of those things. Who knows why it's there? So, I mean, I could. Okay. There's must be a Mod Podge on the back here. Yeah. I'm like, every time I touch it, I get something on my hand. There we go. So I could do. What's the right way? There we go. I don't know if I like that. What other thing? Just not sure if I want to leave it plain or not. Okay. I'm going to put that up a moment. I do have this skinnier one that came from Temu. So this skinnier one doesn't look as bad. Where are my words? Under Kelly's blanket. Here, can you take your blankie back? I will take the words. So I do have a smaller welcome. And these are not all my words, I know that. I felt something hit my leg, but I don't know what it was. So, this one was just an ornament left over from Christmas. There's some Thanksgiving ones in here. I have one that says family, freedom, hop, bunny, jelly beans. Never did get to use that jelly bean one. I have some fall ones here. And there's more somewhere. Because this isn't all of them. But I was going through stuff earlier and I kind of moved stuff around. That's how it goes when you're trying to organize stuff, then you can't find stuff for a while. I should leave these out. There's some Christmas ones that I did last year that I made last year, like skates and stuff, but I wanted to actually put them on something, a surface, and I never did. Let me see here. Ladybug. Saints. Callie? No. Don't do that. I was gonna say I could print something on my, or cut something on my Cricut. I have Scrabble letters. So I could do Scrabble over letters. Oh my goodness, if I could only talk. So I have this welcome. So I'm going to do a live at some point, I'm not sure when, on how to use your Cricut. I'll do it to where I share my screen and to where you can still see the Cricut. So I'll do both ways. And then that way, you know, the ones who don't know how to use the Cricut can learn, and you don't have to pay a class to learn. What kind of Cricut do you have? So there's welcome. Home might be a little too big for this surface. You are such a nice puppy. You moved out of my way. Okay. So, I mean, mine is a joy, but it's all basically the same. The only difference is just size. So, like, the stuff I make and cut out would be smaller than what you would. But the only thing you'd have to do is just size it different. So that's not really a big deal. Might just use this welcome since it's here. I have a whole little baggie of small words. Oh, wait, here they are. I was going to say, let me see what's in this. Okay, so these all came from Hobby Lobby. They all came together. I want to say it was in their Crafter Square section. Actually, this might be 2 sets. Because I do see I have 2 coffees. So I might, 2 gathers, so I might have 2 sets. So it might be 2 sets. That's 2 hopes. 2 loved. 2 family. 2 blessed. And I know I have 2 welcome, but I don't know where they are. So I have welcome, hello. That's it. Welcome or hello, because I think that other one that says home is too big. So we got hello. You know what? Why don't I do the bow really quick? Then we can decide if we want the bow on there or not. Because I'm going to do the bow regardless, so. Can always make a smaller bow by cutting it in half. Okay, I will open a new one. I think I took that to the front room too. Oh, it could have fallen behind the desk too. I'm trying to think when I went to the bathroom that maybe I got in here because my napkins were knocked over. Luckily, they couldn't fall. The napkins couldn't fall back because there's not really enough room. Okay, so What's that? I told some of you this before, but if you happen to forget to put your rope in, if you have a bead threader, honestly, it can be even the one with the heart on the end, because you can put it in that way, then put the string in, then pull it out. If you have a crochet hook that's long enough, then you could do that as well. Good night. But you would just put it on here and then slide this under your ribbon and then come through the other end and pull it. That's all you would do. I have done that myself before. Okay, so this one is going to be just a normal bow, but it's going to be a layered bow. And with this one, it's both, double-sided, so it doesn't matter what way we do it. So one of the differences between a Bodabra and some of the other ones that you guys see out there that are wood is usually the wood ones will have a place to put your ribbon for it to hold on to and stay in place. That's like one of the main differences. Kind of the only differences. You just kind of want to make sure that your tails are the same. This one's not double-sided, so this one we will have to pay attention. So once you get the tail through the right way, you're going to twist it. And by twisting it, it's going to flip this side over. Then you're going to make your loop. Give yourself a little bit of room there to get your bows however big you want those loops. Then you're going to come over here and you're going to twist it again. Then you're going to put that through here. About the same. If you look on both sides, you want each loop to be about the same width. And then you're going to cut the tails. And then depending on how big you want it, For instance, this one I'm not doing for the craft. This one, I'm just showing you how to do a big one. This one would actually be cute in a little kid's hair. Close this really quick. Hey, Veronica. So I'm technically doing it 4 layers. So I'm going to go ahead. I mangled that one a little, but that's okay. Almost did that one again. Okay, so you're going to do that, and then you're going to twist. Okay, Robin. Raven. Why did I say Robin? Oh my goodness. I give up. Okay, Raven. My goodness. Okay, and this is going to be our last loop. Some of them are easier to cut with, some are easier to cut with that, what did you call it? Rotary, whatever. The ones I did last night in the video were easier to cut. But clearly I lost my other scissors that I started with. Because I don't see them anywhere. I haven't gotten up, so they're here somewhere. Maybe that was what hit my leg, but I do have these that I can try. Because that was, for that one color, it was really frustrating. But for this, it cut perfect. Okay, so we're back over here, and we're going to flip it. And then we're going to put the loop through, or loop over. Then make sure that we're getting it around the same. Yeah, for this one it cut perfect, but for the other one it just did not want to cut. Welcome, Lucy. I didn't see your message for a minute there. Okay, then when you get to the top, I mean, you can use, let's get in the bag. Yeah, I did. When you get the big ones, It will come with this. I think it goes this way. I don't know. I think it's this way. It comes with this to where you can push that down. My bows didn't look the same size, but they are. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to pull it tight. Then you can pull it out. Then after you get it out, you can keep pulling. Now, you want to have kind of sturdy twine. Like if you were doing this with the thinner twine, like the other one you can get from Dollar Tree that's like red and white or black or blue and white, I wouldn't pull it with that because that, even this can sometimes break really easy. It's being nice tonight, so it's not. But it can do that too. And then tie it to the back, then make sure it's really tight, and then tie another knot. You could use a plastic zip tie too, and that would get it really tight as well. If you're talking about like one of those ties that you twist, like it comes on bread sometimes, you probably could. I've seen bows that you buy in the store that way. So yeah, you could. You could also use, like I've seen a lot of people use these little zip ties. You could use wire, you could use twine, pretty much anything. Because depending on how you're doing it, you're going to cover up the middle anyways. You're going to put like anything there basically. You can put a ladybug there. You can take like this or this, and I don't know if you want red. Now the red you see through. So you wouldn't want the red, but you could take your ladybug one, for instance. Probably too long, but that's okay. And I didn't cut through the wire, so I just pulled the wire out, but I don't need the wire. And you can fold the side in like this. You don't have to do this. This is optional. Fold that side in. You can do it however wide or however thin you want it. I think Alexa on my tablet just thought I was talking to it. I have a big one and a small one. So you can take it and put it around the middle. And then that hides the middle. And it gives you like a ladybug in the middle. So you could do that. You could, and it covers the tie in the back. You could leave that off, and you could put ladybug in the middle. Or you could do both. It's nice to have a small one too. If you don't have a small one now, wait until trying to think. Christmas time, they had one of these on sale. I don't remember now if it was the big one or the little one. I want to say it might have been the little one, but it could have been both. It was at Hobby Lobby, and I got the little one for like $2 something. For some reason, they had the little one with the Christmas clearance. No idea why. You could do this red in the middle if you wanted. And a ladybug. You could do the white in the middle and the ladybug, whatever you want to do. But let's clean up these bottoms. But yeah, I ended up getting my one. You can. I've made little ones on the big one. It just depends on kind of what's easiest for you. I wouldn't go pay full price for one. I would say wait until Christmas and try then. There's no use in paying full price on another one when you have one that, you can do something similar with. I still don't know why they had it on the Christmas clearance, but so it's sometimes easier to put them all together and do it that way. You can do it separate though. I need to go down a little. Tammy, you don't want in here anyway, so quit. Not sure if my brother shut his bedroom door or what, but his cat is outside my door howling. She's a big baby. If she thinks she's the only one in there, and I shut the door, she cries. She's a ball baby. Sometimes that's how it happens. Your Wi-Fi connection is better sometimes the further away you are. And they say if you have certain things plugged in nearby it, then it makes the signal act weird. Hi, Tammy. No, a cat. My brother's cat. If I opened that door and let Tammy in, Callie would have a fit. My little dog would have a fit. She hates cats. She's lived with cats her entire life, but hates them. So, I mean, this one's a nice thick bow. So, honestly, covering it up to hide the twine is going to be the best bet. No! You're not the boss of me. Don't you talk back to me in there, Tammy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm arguing with a cat. We have 3 dogs. We have Callie, who's the one who is always trying to lick my face in the videos. We have Bella, who, if you saw the video with when the dogs were fighting on my lap, that was Bella. Bella and Callie like to fight. And then we have Bindi, who is the white dog that is always sitting behind me. She's sitting behind me right now. And then we have my brother's gray cat, Tammy. And then I have a little gray cat who's actually the oldest animal in the house. He's 14. Callie's 10, Bella's 12, and Bindy's maybe 7. She was born in 2016. So, off the top of my head, I can't think, but whatever that would be. And then we have Fruit Loop, who is my big Maine Coon cat. Okay, so we have that. I didn't even realize that. Yeah. Yeah, one of my cousins has a girlfriend named Tammy, and I was saying the word Tammy, and my aunt was like, "What?" And I'm like, "No, not that Tammy. You know, the cat." It's like, oh my gosh. But yeah, you could do it with the ladybug or without the ladybug, but with it looks cute. And I mean, you gotta have a little ladybug on top of the other ladybugs. But yeah, that. Yeah, I do. This one I purposely was making big. Yeah. I knew I was making that one big purposely just to make a big one. Not putting this one on it. I'm just wanting to see if I want around the same size. Oh, that would work. If I make one around this size, would work perfect on there. And then I could put either the hello or the welcome. I wanted to wait to put the sign so I could tell how, depending on how big I did the actual one. I'll either save this for a bee craft or I will put a hook on the back and sell it for a hair bow for a little kid. One or the other. Either way works. Okay. So let's do one really quick. So honestly, for this one, we could do either could do one like this for the corner. Or I can do one like this for the corner. I can do one like this and I can answer your question that you had, Raven. Oh. I guess I didn't. I guess it just popped out. Callie, what are you doing? Hold on. Only you would get stuck under a blanket. Oh, she was trapped under her blanket. You don't cause me any problems. No. Not when you're in here anyways. She's my good dog. Oh, go ahead. Just climb all over everything. Why don't you? Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do the tails long just so that I know I have enough. Wait, what? What did I do earlier? Okay, so in the video that I made yesterday, I did this one and this one. I think you missed me showing these. So I did these in the video. But then, after I got off the video, I made this one. These weren't recorded. I made this one. And then I made this one off camera. Then after I made it off camera, I wished I would have made it on camera. These two were not in a video at all, no. I wish they were, but they weren't. But I can always make them again in a video. Do I have a long enough piece? Maybe. Wish I knew where my other... Hold on. Sitting on there, I know, baby. That's what happens when you move stuff around. Aha, here it is. Okay, now to my scissors. So with this one, I'm not doing like this. I'm not doing 2 rows of the same. With this one, I'm only going to do like this, 1 row of each color. But this one I had 4. But this one will only have 3. So this one will be our back. So you can get, if I can pick it up, these really short pins. That's what I use for my ribbon. The long ones are what I keep poking myself on. I just haven't substituted all the long ones yet out of the ones that I put them in. But the little ones work really good. Can you tell I like ladybugs? It's a little vacuum. It actually worked very well. And I spilt a thing of glitter all over the floor one day. That cleaned it up. Pretty darn good for something like that. Debating which one to put in first here. So bow making will get easier for you, anyone who's new. I used to suck at it. Horribly. I avoided making bows. Or I would do the other way you can do. which anyone who hasn't seen anyone do this, have a piece of string ready. They call it the awareness ribbon. And cross over so you look like you have that awareness ribbon. Scrunch down in the middle. And tie it. And that's it. You can do that one without a whatever. Some people do that. Then, like if you don't have a whatever, you can do that, and you can use a clamp like this or something, clamp it in the middle, do your next bow, clamp it together, then tie it. Or you can tie each one individually like this and then tie them all together at the end. But there are ways to work around it if you don't have a Bodabra or any type of bow maker. And then there is another way to make some of the other bows too, which I can do those types of videos too. There are so many different ways that you can make bows. Okay. Not sure if I'm gonna like this or not. But it never hurts to try. I'll show you what I forgot to do in just a minute. Okay, so I forgot to put the string down first. So put it through there. Then out the other side. I'm not going to tie it too tight because I want to see if I like it first. Put this last one on. So what do you think? Do you like it with this one or not. What do you guys think? Not sure who's still on here. One device says 5 people, one says 3. So I'm not sure which one's correct. But for those of you who are still on here, let me know what you think. Should I leave this burlap one on or take it off? What do you guys think? And then a ladybug in the middle. Cute on. You know, I haven't really found that many types of ribbon that have ladybugs on it. Hobby Lobby only had the one. Yeah, Hobby Lobby only had this red and white one. And Dollar Tree had the burlap. I'm sure other places probably have it. I just there are places that are online. Okay, so let's get that out of our way. Let's move this one out of the way. Okay, so about there. So first we're going to get these down to the correct length. Then once they're down to the right length with these, I'm going to, because they're not all the same width, I'm going to do them individually. And basically just pay attention to how big the triangle is that you're cutting off, and then you'll get them about the same. But yeah, for anyone who wasn't on earlier, and just as a reminder for those who were on earlier, tomorrow, no, not tomorrow. Tomorrow, for any of you that watch Cheryl, with Cheryl's From House DIY, she'll be live. Possibly. I think she said she'll be live, but she didn't say what time. But Sandra will be live tomorrow at, I believe it was 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Thursday, I am going to be going live with Raven from Tier Tray DIY and more. We're going live together at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then at 6:15 Pacific Standard Time, I'm going live with my cousin Ty. And then Friday, I will be live with Cheryl, with Cheryl's Farmhouse DIY, and we'll be live 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And for the live with Cheryl and the live with Raven, we're doing fall crafts for both. So okay, I'm just kind of cleaning up these edges a little more. Then I'm not sure what my cousin and I are making. We haven't discussed it yet. I'm not sure if we're doing what we were going to do the last time when we were going to go live, but then we changed our mind about going live then. I'm not sure yet. Oh, and then watch for a post about doing Christmas in July. We're going to start crafting some Christmas crafts, but we're going to, a few of us are going to, not really, you wouldn't necessarily call it an event because we're not all going to craft in a row on the same day, but we're going to get paired up with another crafter, and we're going to send so many items to that other crafter, and that crafter has to use those items, and they can add any other items they want to it, but they at least have to use the ones that they're sent. So that will be interesting. That's the first time I've ever done anything like that. So and honestly, if you're using regular ribbon, you're not going to have to fiddle with this as much as I'm having to. Okay, so that needs spread apart. You're just going to kind of wiggle it around, fluff it back out. That's right length, okay. So I am just going to go ahead. Thank you, Lucy. Were you on earlier to see the... I can't remember when exactly you came on. Did you see the other ones? Hi, Tammy. Okay, so you guys... There's more people on than what my phone says. My phone says only 2 people are on, so yeah. Clearly my phone is not correct. But yeah, Lucy, I had these that I did. This one I did a video on. I did a video on these 2 last night, and then this one and this one I made off camera. Okay, so for the word, we could do welcome at an angle, or we could do hello. Hello doesn't require as much space, so it wouldn't look as crowded. I want 2 of these. Okay, so I am going to put it on the wrong setting. Gonna punch a hole. I still need to look for a different punch because I have some that I really want to use, but I can't because they're not big enough. This isn't a big enough hole. So let me see here really quick. Okay, so that's the middle. That's too close. Okay, so I'm just trying to mark the back so I can kind of see. I should have done this before I glued the bow on, but I didn't think of it. It's one of those things. Oh, I can get it. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then we're gonna sit that in. Push this to the front. So all this is doing is covering up the hole that I punched, and it's making it just look more finished. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but I like doing it. So I'm going to take this hello, and I think I'll just paint it red. Hi, Wanda. Thank you for sprinkling. Let me know if you need me to show you the other bows that I made, or if you saw those. And then we'll just put a hanger on it, and then we'll be done. So any of you who have crickets, if you have purchased your mats for it in different strengths, where are you? It's up here somewhere. Right here. I just needed to see the wording. So I bought a set of these, set of 3. Wasn't Cricut brand, doesn't have to be. Just make sure if you have a small one like mine is a 6-inch, you get that one. If you have the larger one, you get that one. Mine is Relike brand, Realike. And you'll get 3 when you order them like that in a set of 3. Sometimes 6. Sometimes they'll send you 2 of each. You'll have light strength, medium strength, and strong strength. If you want to use the Dollar Tree vinyl, just use the strong strength, strong grip. That's what it is, not strength. Strong grip one. Use that, and you can use the vinyl fine. I used it perfectly fine with no problems. I've done a couple projects with them, and I've had no problem using, as long as I used the strong grip one mat, I had no problem with it. Also, when you're using it, your Cricut, I can't think of the wording for it, but like when you're in the setting where you pick the, like how deep you want the cut, how deep you want it to cut, you're going to pick the strongest you can, whatever that is. I can't remember the wording. But whatever the strongest one is, that's the one you're going to choose every time when you want to cut with your Cricut and you're using the Dollar Tree vinyl. I usually do that strength anyways, just to make sure that it doesn't like screw up and not cut a spot good enough. But if you're using the vinyl from Dollar Tree, then yeah, definitely do that. Hey Ben, just hold on a minute and I'll put you down. Hold on, I'll sit you down. I have just heard so many different crafters saying that, you know, you can't use it, but you can, you just have to know how to. You cannot use the mat that they sell at Dollar Tree. That sucks horribly. That one, it doesn't work at all. And it is like light grip anyways, but that one doesn't work even with the other vinyl. And to be honest, a lot of crafters say there's two other brands that a lot of crafters recommend. I think Oracle's one, and I think the other starts with an S, but I can't think of the name. And they say that they work better than the vinyl that you get from Cricut. And also the transfer paper. I can share the link. I got the link from another crafter who sells wood cutouts. And sometimes they send vinyl with it. And so she said what she recommended. And I used it. And ever since I started using it, I haven't had any trouble with the transfer tape. I was showing my cousin how to use her Cricut a few weeks ago. And I didn't have my transfer tape there. And we used the one from Cricut, and oh my gosh. It was not an easy thing to use. Maybe we did have mine. I can't remember if we had mine now or not, but I know we used hers, and it was horrible. But they say weeding the other two brands, Bindi, quit. Weeding those two brands, they say, are much easier to weed than the Cricut brand. Ben, hold on, sweetie. Well, and the transfer tape in the other one is a much better deal than from Cricut too. Bindi, stop. You good girl. Don't let Callie get you in trouble. You know, sometimes I do this towards the end. I'm not sure what the deal is. Okay, I'm going to dry it, and then I'm going to finish around the other side. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it, but I will do the Cricut Live. Maybe what I'll do is maybe I will put a post on the page asking how many are interested. Um, I mean, I know that people are interested, but I just don't like know what time of day would be the best in case um there is always the replays, but in case you would have a question that would be easier answered while I'm live for me to be able to, show you. Cindy, stop that. Then it would be easier to know what time of day would be best for everyone. So there's a way to do a poll. So maybe I'll come up with a couple different times and see which time would be best for everyone. Because we are all in different time zones. So Cindy. I guess that my brother shut his bedroom door because the cat wouldn't have been carrying on if he didn't. So this matches the bow pretty good, actually. The red that's in the bow. I wasn't planning on doing a live this long, but I wanted to show how to do those other bows, and then when I recorded it live, or when I recorded it yesterday for the other bows, it just acted like I was live when I played it anyways. So then I had people messaging or answering questions, or not really asking questions, but saying hi and everything, and I didn't want to seem like I was being rude and not answering guys. So I kept putting in messages saying it's not really live. It just says it is. It's pre-recorded. And then also, any of you who have YouTube, I would really appreciate it if you would go on YouTube and subscribe to the channel, and then that way we can kind of get that build up. Because, you know, sometimes, some days Facebook is acting up and you either can't go live or it doesn't work as well or whatever. Just weird issues. It's just nice to have an alternative. Like that day that nobody could hardly go live. Until like way later. I was able to finally go live, but that day, but Cheryl had to go live on Instagram, and I was going to, but I thought, well, I'm going to try Facebook one more time, and it just happened to let me on. I'm just making sure I don't have any wet paint or chunky paint in between the little openings. So put a little more heat on that to make sure that's all dry. Then we'll just pop this on, and then the only other thing we have is the hanger, and we'll be good to go. Oh, darn it. There we go. So if you put a coat of Mod Podge over the top of your project, then if you happen to spill paint on it like I just did, you can wipe it off. Oh, that's good, Tammy. I haven't checked in a little while to see how many are on there. When you see me going live and it says Crafting Cousins Creations and then my name, I'm actually going live on YouTube and on Facebook both. So it's on both. I'm not sure why I have that sitting there still. I don't need it there. Okay, so we can either do it straight, we can do it at an angle. Kind of thinking maybe at an angle off to the other side. Yeah, think at the angle. Okay, yeah, it looks like we have 6 subscribers. So I'm not going to use hot glue because I'm not going to try and get hot glue on this. Okay. So I got these funny little Q-tip things from Amazon. And I am going to use it. To spread out my glue. Now this is Titebond Quick and Thick. It's kind of, hold on. Okay. Go to Kelly. You guys can both sit at the door together. Don't. It's called Titebond. Oh my gosh, Titebond. And it says Quick and Thick Multi-Surface Glue. It dries clear. You can get it from Walmart or Amazon, but Amazon, the way I found it, you have to buy so many to get it, whereas Walmart, you can buy them individually, and I think they were only, $3 something maybe, and I think, and they do have a wood glue in that same brand. I don't know if it's any better than the other kinds. That I don't know. So we're just going to lay that on here. Stop crying, you little poop. And then if you have some extra, I mean, it is going to dry clear, but if you wanted to clear some of it off, you can. So any big globs, I'm going to get off with this Q-tip. And you know what? You could take just a toothpick and wrap a napkin or something around it and do the same thing. And it's actually already starting to dry. So it does dry pretty quick. I like it better than super glue because you can actually what spots that I didn't see. Super glue just seems like really messy, but if I use super glue, I like the Gorilla Glue kind that's like in a pen. Okay, there we go. That's better. So we have that. And then we just need a hanger. Which we could probably do red and white. Hi, Misty. Are you new? I don't think I remember your name. Seen your name before. Hi, Julie. I don't know why it just now decided to tell me that you were watching. Hi, Donna. Oh, and you're a first-time watcher. I'm glad you joined me. For anyone who just came on, I will be doing a dual live with Cheryl from Cheryl's Farmhouse DIY on Friday. At 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm doing a live Thursday with Raven from Tier Tray DIY and more. That's going to be at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Both of them are going to be fall themed. And then I will be going live with my cousin Thursday evening at 6:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we'd definitely love it if you could join us. That one is probably not going to be fall themed. And then just kind of keep an eye out. We, myself and Cheryl from Cheryl's Farmhouse DIY, Sandra from Country Family Roots, and a few others are going to be doing a Christmas in July. It's not really an event, at least not as far as I know at the moment. We're still kind of figuring out how we're doing it. We are going to be, thank you for sprinkling, Donna. We're going to be kind of splitting up into twos, and we're going to, each one of us will send, the number of items has not been figured out yet. Oh, looking for the chicken fabric. I'm pretty sure it was Hobby Lobby. We haven't figured out quite how many items yet, but basically how it's going to work is we will get divided up into twos, and we'll each send the other person however many items we decide on. I don't know what the final thing was, like 3 or however many items. And you have to use those items, but you're allowed to use other items to go along with it. So, like I said, we're still working out the details. So once everything's been kind of figured out more, then I will let you guys know. It's not, as far as I know, because we don't have enough people, it's not going to be like an all-day event, or like it may not even all be in the same day yet. We haven't quite decided that out yet. But once I have more details, I will let you guys know. So I'm going to just do white and black, I think. Or I guess I could have did red, black, and white. Or red and black. Hold on. Of course, I have to change my mind. I'll do a couple and see how it looks. Otherwise, I feel like something was poking me. Doesn't quite look right. Oh, hold on. Kind of wanted the red and black together. So we'll see how this looks. If we don't like it, I can't keep a hold of anything. So my beads here, all of the beads I'm using came from Hobby Lobby. Christmas time, they were beaded wreaths. Beaded garland, not wreaths. Beaded garland is what they were. I think they were like 9 foot or 10 foot or something. And I took them off. I ended up getting them for fairly inexpensive for the after Christmas sale. And so it was a good deal. I was able to get more red than anything, I believe. You have 23 chickens. My cousin has several chickens. I don't know how many. Julie might, but I'm not sure how many my cousin has. Julie's a friend of my cousin's. So I'm not sure if she knows how many my cousin has or not. 3, 6. Try another set of them. And then we will see how they look. Don't. The dog is down the street. Don't bark. Hold on. Just trying to make sure I have an even amount of beads, because if you don't have an even amount, then it hangs weird. So what do you guys think? Do you like it with the red, black, and white? kind of do. Don't think it needs any longer. I'm going to go ahead and tie one end. Now, if you want the knot in the back, that didn't tie right. Hold on. If you want the knot in the back, then you're going to put the string in through the front and out the back. If you want it in the back, then you would put it, or if you want it to be in the knot to be in the front, then you would put it in through the back. You also can because these beads are kind of big, I can actually put the bead over the top of the knot and hide it. And that will make it to where it, hold on, the wrong way. Do I have enough room? Yeah. That will make it to where the bead sits on top of the canvas. And if you wanted to make sure it stayed in place, you could always put a tiny bit of glue side does not. Then you just evenly move the beads so that you have an even amount of beads on each side. I like to leave it to where you have a little bit of extra string in the middle, just so that it's easier to hang, and I kind of like how it looks. And then since we kind of mangled the bow, you just refluff your bow. If you wanted to, you could do something like that. Make sure I'm doing it the same way. And move it around like that, so they're kind of, you can kind of see all of them, and that they're not all overlapping, or you could do them overlapping, either way. But that's how this turned out, and I think it is really cute. It was a lot longer live than I expected, but that's okay. We had some new people that were able to pop on since we were still live, so that works out good. So, for those of you who were new, this was a printable that I printed on tissue paper, and I painted the back with ivory chalk paint. And then I printed this out on tissue paper that I taped to regular computer paper. And then I kind of cut out around the image, which it's blended in very well. Mod Podged it on. Well, I put Mod Podge on the surface first, dried it, laid the image down, used the iron to reactivate the glue and heat it, or adhere it, and then I put glue over the top, dried it, then we painted our little sign and we made our bow, added our little ladybug in the bow, and that's about it. It's a pretty lightweight one, so if it's one that, like, if you were to make it again, or you would make it to sell, then it's pretty lightweight. Wouldn't really cost much to mail. This was a canvas. I don't think it came from Dollar Tree because I think it came in a packet from Walmart because it didn't have it had a clear wrapper on it, but it had no paper around on it, like no price tag, nothing, no barcode, nothing. So I think it came in a bigger packet. So it's 9 by 12. So it's really cute. And then I had also made this bow on my live. Which you could easily put a hair clip on the back, and it would be really cute in the back of a little kid's hair. The back of a little girl's hair. It would look really cute. Then I had made this one and this one last night, not on a live. And then I made these two in a video that I recorded showing how to make the bows. But that's all I have for tonight. Thank you all so much for joining me. And again, I want to welcome all the newcomers. Definitely make sure if you're not following the page to go ahead and hit the follow button, and then that way you'll get notified. Or at least you can hopefully get notified when I'm live. We also do have Instagram, or not Instagram. Well, we do have Instagram. We have Instagram, we have YouTube, which I'm live on YouTube now at the moment as well. We have Pinterest. I think that's it. But we do have Telegram, so if you go to the page, there's a link to the Telegram, and you can join the Telegram as well. And then that way you can make sure that if for some reason if you don't get notified through Facebook, that at least you can get notified there. And if I were to happen to go live on YouTube and forget to post it on Facebook, then at least you would have that notification through Telegram. But anyways, thank you all for joining me, and I hope you all have a good rest of your evening. Bye.